Welcome back, students. Let us move to the last topic of our chapter, that is operations on real numbers. If any number is given to you, now you can easily identify whether it is a rational or irrational number. Now we are going to study how different operations like addition, multiplication, division, subtraction, etc. are done on the real numbers. Let us consider the given example. Add 2 root 2 plus 5 root 3 and root 2 minus 3 root 3. Now here you can see that there are terms containing root 2 and terms containing root 3. So what you have to do, you have to take the terms containing root 2 together and the terms containing root 3 together. So first of all, we have to add 2 root 2 plus 5 root 3 plus root 2 minus 3 root 3. So when we'll take the terms containing root 2 together, we'll get 2 root 2 plus root 2 plus 5 root 3 minus 3 root 3. Now 2 root 2 plus root 2 will be equal to 3 root 2 and 5 root 3 minus 3 root 3 will be equal to 2 root 3. So the answer is 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3. Next is multiply 6 root 5 by 2 root 3. So you have to multiply 6 root 5 into 2 root 3. Here you have to multiply the rational numbers together and irrational numbers together. That is 6 into 2, that is equal to 12, and root 5 into root 5 is 5. So 12 into 5, that is equal to 60. Next is divide 8 root 15 by 2 root 3. We have to divide 8 root 15 by 2 root 3. Now root 15 can be written as root 3 into root 5. So we can write 8 into root 3 into root 5 divided by 2 root 3. Root 3 and root 3 will get cancelled and will cancel 8 by 2. We will get 4. So answer is 4 root 5. Let us recall the identities which you have studied in lower classes before considering the next example. First identity is a plus b whole square, that is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Example, if we take x plus 1 whole square, here a is equal to x and b is equal to 1. So we will substitute a by x and b by 1. So we will get a square, that is x square, plus 2ab, that is 2 into x into 1, plus b square, that is equal to 1 square. So it can be written as x square, 2 into 1 is 2, so plus 2x plus 1. Next identity is a minus b whole square, that is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. For example, y minus 2 whole square, here a is equal to y and b is equal to 2. So a square will be y square, 2ab, that is 2 into a is y and b is 2, plus 2 whole square, that is equal to y square minus 2 into 2 is 4, so minus 4y plus 2 square is 4. Third identity is a minus b into a plus b is equal to a square minus b square. For example, x minus 3 into x plus 3. So we will substitute a by x and b by 3. We will get x whole square minus 3 whole square, that is equal to x square minus 9. Next is simplify root 3 plus root 2 whole square. Here you can see that it is of the form a plus b whole square. So we can apply the identity a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Here a is equal to root 3 and b is equal to root 2. So root 3 plus root 2 whole square is equal to a square, that is root 3 whole square, plus 2ab, that is 2 into a, that is root 3, and b, that is root 2. So 2 into root 3 into root 2 plus b square, that is root 2 whole square. Now square of root 3 is 3, square of root 2 is 2, and root 3 into root 2 is equal to root 6. So we will get 3 plus 2 root 6 plus 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. So answer is 5 plus 2 root 6. So root 3 plus root 2 whole square is equal to 5 plus 2 root 6. Next is simplify 4 plus root 3 into 4 minus root 3. Here you can see that it is of the form a plus b into a minus b. So we can use the identity a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. Here a is equal to 4 and b is equal to root 3. So 4 plus root 3 into 4 minus root 3 is equal to a square, that is 4 whole square, minus b square, that is root 3 whole square. Now we know that square of root 3 is 3 and square of 4 is 16. So it will be equal to 16 minus 3, that is equal to 13. So 4 plus root 3 into 4 minus root 3 is equal to 13. Now next example is simplify the following expressions. First one is 5 plus root 7 into 2 plus root 5. Now here you can see that it is not of the form a plus b into a minus b, so we can't use this formula. So we will solve it by simple multiplication. So first of all we will multiply 2 plus root 5 by 5 and then we will multiply 2 plus root 5 by root 7. So first of all we will multiply it by 5. 5 into 2, that is 10. 5 into root 5, that is 5 root 5. Now we'll multiply by root 7. So plus root 7 into 2, that is 2 root 7, and root 7 into root 5, that is root 35. So answer is 10 plus 5 root 5 plus 2 root 7 plus root 35. Second one is 5 plus root 5 into 5 minus root 5. Now here you can see that it is of the form a plus b into a minus b. So we can use the identity a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. So it will be 5 whole square minus root 5 whole square. 5 square is 25 and root 5 square is 5. So 25 minus 5 is equal to 20. Third one is root 3 plus root 7 whole square. It is of the form a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. So root 3 plus root 7 whole square is equal to root 3 whole square plus 2 into root 3 into root 7 plus root 7 whole square. Square of root 3 is 3. So 3 plus 2 into root 3 into root 7 is root 21. So 2 root 21 plus root 7 whole square is 7. So we'll get 3 plus 2 root 21 plus 7. Now 7 plus 3 is 10. So our answer is 10 plus 2 root 21. Fourth one, root 11 minus root 7 into root 11 plus root 7. It is of the form a minus b into a plus b is equal to a square minus b square. So on applying the identity, we'll get root 11 minus root 7 into root 11 plus root 7 is equal to root 11 whole square minus root 7 whole square, that is equal to 11 minus 7, that is equal to 4. Next is rationalize the denominator of 5 upon root 3 minus root 5. First of all, what is rationalizing the denominator? Rationalizing the denominator means if there is irrational number in the denominator, you have to convert that irrational number into rational number. Now, how to convert this irrational number into rational number? For this, you have to multiply the numerator and denominator of the given question by its rationalizing factor. So what is rationalizing factor? Suppose that you are having a plus root b in the denominator, then its rationalizing factor will be a minus root b. Suppose that you are having root p minus q in the denominator, then its rationalizing factor will be root p plus q. So in the rationalizing factor, the two numbers which you are having, they will remain same, just the sign will be changed. If in the question minus sign is there, then its rationalizing factor will have plus sign. If plus sign is there in the question, the rationalizing factor will have minus sign. Let us see the given example. 5 upon root 3 minus root 5. Here you have to rationalize root 3 minus root 5. And here you can see that minus sign is there between root 3 minus root 5. So its rationalizing factor will be root 3 plus root 5. Now how to solve it? You have to multiply numerator and denominator of the given question by root 3 plus root 5. So you will get 5 into root 3 plus root 5 in the numerator and root 3 minus root 5 into root 3 plus root 5 in the denominator. Now here you can see that in the denominator it is of the form a minus b into a plus b, that is equal to a square minus b square. So root 3 whole square minus root 5 whole square will be equal to 3 minus 5. So we will get 5 into root 3 plus root 5 upon 3 minus 5. So 3 minus 5 is minus 2, so it is taken out as common. So minus 5 by 2 into root 3 plus root 5. Now next is rationalize the denominator of 1 upon 2 plus root 3. Now here you can see that denominator is 2 plus root 3. So its rationalizing factor will be 2 minus root 3. Now what you have to do? You have to multiply numerator and denominator by 2 minus root 3. So we will get 1 into 2 minus root 3 upon 2 plus root 3 into 2 minus root 3. So we'll apply the identity in the denominator. A plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. So 2 square minus root 3 whole square. 2 square is 4 and root 3 whole square is 3. So we will get 4 minus 3 in the denominator. So on solving we will get 2 minus root 3 upon 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. So our answer is 2 minus root 3. In MCQ, it may be asked like that also. Rationalize 1 upon root 2. So what you have to do? You have to multiply numerator and denominator by root 2. So 1 into root 2 upon root 2 into root 2, that is equal to 1 by 2. Now for studying next examples, let us recall the laws of exponents which we have studied in lower classes. First law is a raised to m into a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. For example, 2 raised to 2 into 2 raised to 5 will be equal to 2 raised to 2 plus 5, that is equal to 7. Second one, a raised to m upon a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n. For example, 5 raised to 8 upon 5 raised to 3. It can be written as 5 raised to 8 minus 3, that is equal to 5 raised to 5. Third is a raised to m, the whole raised to n is equal to a raised to m into n. For example, 3 raised to 2, the whole raised to 5 is equal to 3 raised to 2 into 5, that is equal to 10. So that is 3 raised to 10. Next example is simplify. First one, 2 raised to 2 by 3 into 2 raised to 1 by 3. Here you can see that it is of the form a raised to m into a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. Here your a is 2, m is 2 by 3 and n is 1 by 3. So it can be written as 2 raised to 2 by 3 plus 1 by 3, that is 2 raised to 3 by 3, that is equal to 2 raised to 1, that is equal to 2. Second example, 3 raised to 1 by 5 the whole raised to 4. It is of the form a raised to m the whole raised to n is equal to a raised to m into n. So we will get 3 raised to 1 by 5 the whole raised to 4 is equal to 3 raised to 1 by 5 into 4, that is equal to 4 by 5. Now third one is 7 raised to 1 by 5 upon 7 raised to 1 by 3. It is of the form a raised to m upon a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n. So we can write it as 7 raised to 1 by 5 minus 1 by 3. You know that LCM of 5 and 3 is 15. So on solving we will get 7 raised to 3 minus 5 upon 15, that is equal to 7 raised to minus 2 by 15. Now the last one is 13 raised to 1 by 5 into 17 raised to 1 by 5. Here the powers are same but numbers are different. So what you have to do? Just multiply the numbers and apply the power. That is 13 into 17 the whole raised to 1 by 5, that is equal to 221 raised to 1 by 5. So with this we conclude our chapter. Good day, good luck.